Hey everyone, how's it going? Elliot here, and welcome back to my second channel. This is a sound burger, and you are consuming sound burger content. I'm sorry. So this is a sound burger. Have you heard of a sound burger? I don't know. Have you heard a sound burger? I need to stop. A sound burger is a portable record player. It's not one that you can just walk around listening to a record unless you have absolutely insane balance and you don't care about the record you're listening to. This is more so made to sort of carry around with you. Literally. It's got headphone outputs as well as your more conventional phono, and it runs off of 3 C-cell batteries on the bottom there. So it's really one of those things that you're meant to just sort of carry around with you. They did some cool advertisement for it where there was a really hipster looking guy sat on a stairway or something listening to this on the floor. You could absolutely do that if you wanted to. You could go for a picnic and bring this with you and just be incredibly careful that the surface it's on is flat and that you don't go anywhere near the tone arm with your headphone cable. It does actually have this thing which comes out, which is not an antenna. It's meant to guide the headphone cable completely away from the tone arm, but that doesn't work. I have actually broken a stylus and destroyed a record because I caught the cable on the tone arm, which is why I had to go out and buy another stylus, and the official Audio-Technica ones are not made anymore, which is the AT103. This is an aftermarket one by ADZIQ.com, and it's really bloody good. It is a diamond tip one. This one that's in here is not the one from them. This one in here sounds terrible and only comes out of one side, and that made me think that my soundburger was broken, but it's not. It's just the stylus not being too great. So what I've also got in front of me is some belts, and we're basically going to, in this video, go into this thing and repair it. But before we do that, let me show you it working. And as this is a retro gaming channel mainly, or at least my main channel is, here is a Super Mario Land record that we shall listen to test it, and hopefully I also won't get copyrighted from it. So you can swing that out and lock it into place. Make sure your cover is on the stylus at all times, making sure that you don't bash the tip of the needle. And then you can lift up this little rubber stop, place the record onto the Soundburger platform, sit the little rubber cap on top, which sort of just holds it into place, and then we can press on. We'll need to change the speed to the slightly smaller 45 RPM, there we go, and you can tell I'm a sound expert, and here we go. We shall now just place this down. Oh wait, no, before we do that, let's plug the speaker in that I've got, a cassette speaker, just to confuse everyone immensely. There we go. Right, here we go. I'm going to move my microphone down now. Oh, that is class. So it doesn't sound too bad. I'm not going to go into the details of plugging it into my audio recorder. If you want to find out a really good load of information about this, I'll link Techmoan's video up in the corner because, you know, he is the don when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I'm just going to show you my attempt at replacing the belts. Because the belts that are currently in here, one of which is from a Walkman and is absolutely not the right type, and then the other one is the original one, and I've had to adjust the speed of it, which means the motor's probably working overtime to make it sound normal. So I want to correct that by putting the right belts inside. So let us begin that process by flipping it over and undoing every screw in sight. Actually, that's a lie. This one, that one, and that one, and I don't think there's even any screws in there. Yes, there is. It's these ones that there aren't any screws in. So let's get going. So the only screwdriver I have long enough to actually get this far down is this cheapo one that came with some sort of kit or something. I don't know. Right, let's make sure that... I think the only thing you have to clip off is just this sort of piece right up here. There's a little clip there, and then we can sit this thing... Oh, no. What's going wrong? There we go. Okay. Good. Oh, there goes the screws. That is the inside. So the motor is this tiny little thing right here, and then you've got the main plate, which I have no idea what that's actually called, and then you've got this little thing, which is I don't know what that is either, or what that would actually be called, but it's sort of like a wheel that goes from the motor, and then I don't know what all the technical words for this is, but I'm just going to show you how to replace this. So you have to peel off the old rubber belt. So this one is the one that has come out of a Walkman, and as you can see, it's pretty egg-shaped. It's not that bad, you know, it's clearly working, but as I said, I want to make sure that the motor's not sort of running over time, and then I'm going to absolutely destroy it. And then this belt, you can see, has a very strange shape in it, and that's because that has been on the thinner end of this motor pulley, whatever that's called, and over the years it's gone hard, and it's now permanently in that shape. So we get some very funky sounds. Every now and again you'll just hear like a thum, 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 and presumably, I don't know, that must be like that crusty bit going around here, and then because everything is to do with vibrations and whatnot, it's just creating nastiness down my ears. So I don't want that. So let's take this and open it. I'll leave a link to where I bought these parts, so if anyone... in fact, no I won't. Look, this is probably... Here we go. Webspareparts.com. Not sponsored. I paid quite a lot of money for this, but hopefully it will be the right thing. Here we go. Let's take a look-sees. So I think this came from Portugal, maybe. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the flexibility in that. That's absolutely amazing compared to this thing. This looks lovely. Right. And then here's the other one. Come on out. Come on. There we go. Okay. So let's begin by putting this one underneath. There we go. And then rolling it round, and because it's square, if you just spin it a few times, there we go, it will all nice and align properly. And then we can take this one and put that on. And by the way, if your belt has perished really badly, make sure you take some isopropyl alcohol and clean off the sort of congealed rubber from the belt, because you don't want that disrupting anything. So now what we're going to do is set this back down again and make sure that everything is clipped in. So before we close it up, what I'm going to be doing is adjusting these pots here. Now I think you can access it if you want by taking off these two screws and this one, and then lifting off the door, and then there's also two pots up there, but I don't really think that's going to be that necessary. If you just sort of make sure that everything's level and hang this over the edge of your table, you can adjust these to make sure that it sounds right. I'm just going to listen to a record that I actually would listen to, and then pull up the thing on my phone and just get it close. I'm not that worried, but yeah, you just need to adjust them. Okay, that is going to wrap up this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. This is the AT727 Soundburger. I'm very, very happy with how it's turned out. I bought this thing from Sendico, by the way. Audio-Technica didn't make this under the name the Soundburger in the rest of the world. It was called the Mr. Disc, I think. But yeah, let me just play you a little bit of this. That's coming out of my headphones. It sounds absolutely exceptional. It looks brilliant. It's definitely not the best way to be listening to your records. It's very dangerous having everything exposed like this. It also is just going to allow dust to fall onto the record. It's definitely not ideal. But if you're like me, you don't have a lot of room, you want to listen to records but you don't listen to that many of them, and you like retro tech, then maybe this is a nice way for you to listen to some records, because it's very small, you know, you can put it in a little cupboard. It's not that expensive. I mean, they are quite expensive. I bought this one for £100, but there's a lot of very, very expensive record players out there, and this one sounds very good to my ears, and I'm not really that bothered about how crisp it sounds. I just want to enjoy the music. So there we go. Hopefully you have all enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different, granted. If you like what you see, there'll be lots of different stuff like this on this channel, so please subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.